After taking my time to finish some of the bigger games I was playing all at once in October, I ended up feeling so much better about my gaming time in November. I ended October feeling overwhelmed, but November is a month I left feeling happy and fulfilled about my JRPG time, having finished a certain Atelier game just before the end of the month, which I'm naturally pretty happy about, and I also finished a game in a series I was trying for the first time that hit me way harder than I'd expected. I also got in what will likely be my final JRPG purchase of this year, which I probably won't be able to review for a while due to it being in Japanese, but it's nice to have something new waiting for me this month as the year finishes up. So in a month full of JRPG fun and discovery, these are the JRPGs I played in November. I know Atelier Ryza was my game of the month last month, but November was the month I spent truly diving into Ryza and eventually finishing it a month after its release, and while that's later than most people, taking my time getting into its systems of the story at first while balancing it with Trails of Cold Steel 3 had me looking forward to spending that little bit of time with Ryza every day, and the way it encouraged exploration really made that time of day something I really enjoyed. Things like its treasure maps and quests made me want to keep exploring and finding new things in its world, and its satisfying new systems made it so much easier to do and made it possible to get completely immersed into its world quickly. Because of its smoothness, I could get so much more done in a quick play session that makes playing its post-game seem like a great idea, as you can get so much done in it no matter how little or how much time you have in it. And whether it's playing more on PS4, its Switch version, or its DLC, I'm looking forward to playing more, and I'm happy for any excuse to come back to this satisfying Atelier world. If you want to hear my thoughts in more detail, I do have a review up, but in short, I'm so happy I enjoyed my time with the lovable Ryza and friends, and that the series seems to be going in a good direction. I have played a little more this month already, but I'll save talking about that until the next JRPGs I played video. But my time playing the story in November was what made me fall in love with the game, and if you're interested in trying an Atelier, Ryza is a smooth and great way to try the series that I absolutely recommend. You'd think putting Atelier Ryza as Game of the Month again would be a no-brainer for me now that I've finished it, but Trails of Cold Steel 3 was something I really considered as well thanks to how into it I was by the end of it. Its main story was close to 100 hours long, and while the time sink helps with naturally getting invested into it, it's the sheer quality of Cold Steel's story that really stuck with me, as a story that felt slow-moving at the beginning that ended up having a big payoff by the end of it, with every hour it spent building its story and world all necessary to make its ending hit as hard as it did. And as I mentioned in other videos, I haven't had a game ending that made me shout at my TV in a while, so I think this is proof that the story definitely did its job of getting me into it. I've talked a lot about Cold Steel 3 in my review and my video about playing it as a newcomer to the series, because it was so good that I just really want to recommend it to people. The characters become more and more charming as you play, I liked its battle system and detailed world with its own history, and I'm excited to know that the next time I play 3, hopefully I'll have gotten into its previous entries and can have a different experience with more knowledge about the lore that I'm excited to learn about sometime. In any case, for old fans, new fans who decide to jump in with 3 like I did or are getting to know the series before, the biggest thing I can recommend is getting to know the Trails world somehow, and I'm very happy I received Trails of Cold Steel 3 and was able to be introduced to the interesting world and understand what all the hype for this series is about. Much like when Persona came out in Japan months before it finally came out in the West, I decided I couldn't wait for the royal version to come out in English and absolutely had to get it, which I'm glad I did, as many shops here have store displays that play the music and the trailer for the game as you walk past, and I don't think I could take that without knowing I have the game sitting at home. While I do have it, part of my excuse to buy it for myself was that I'd use it to learn Japanese words from, and for good reason, since it took me 2 hours of learning words while playing to get through what turned out to be 20 minutes of gameplay when I recorded the footage you're seeing for it now, so it's likely going to be a slow ride through this one, but the trip down memory lane is nice, especially since I've been holding off on replaying the English Persona 5 again until Royal, and there's just the right amount of new stuff sprinkled in to make it feel like something new as well. I've only technically played those first 20 minutes, but so far, the way the new content and its new character Kasumi are being handled remind me a lot of Marie for Persona 4 Golden, as it feels like playing something I know with plenty of new things sprinkled sprinkled in. So with Royal having gotten that English release date recently, I have a feeling fans will be satisfied with it from what I've seen so far, even if I have what is likely to be hundreds of hours to go studying with this game. Regardless, I'm glad it was my final JRPG purchase of this year, and despite my slow time with it, I couldn't ask for a better game to study with and hope to dive into more soon. With Atelier Ryza and Trails of Cold Steel 3 finished, I'm actually keeping my JRPG time free for a little bit. Of course, I still haven't forgotten that I will absolutely be finishing Persona 2 by the end of the year, which should definitely happen during the end of year time off work, I swear. But at the moment, I'm just taking some time out to catch up on video ideas and get some end of year content done, since with the amount of reviews I've been doing lately, I haven't had a lot of time to put some ideas into action. In my free time though, I've now got Persona 5 Royal for study, and I'm trying not to dive into finishing a JRPG in English until I know I'll actually do it. I have played a little Atelier Ryza just for fun already, and I do hope to do more of that too, as playing for fun has actually been something I haven't done so much, since I always just told myself I would buy the games I wanted to replay in Japanese, which was kind of unrealistic. Just sticking to Persona 5 Royal as my study game means that when I'm not in the mood for that, I'm allowing myself to play whatever, which is fun and refreshing to be done again and shouldn't be something you ever stop doing. So between playing for fun and playing Royal, I'll be making content and finishing any leftovers I can, definitely Persona 2. And since I'm talking about December, I wanted to take a chance to wish you all a happy holidays and thank you for all the support on this show and the channel this year. We hit 10,000 subs recently, which is just insane, and I'm so thankful. Whatever you do during the holidays, whether it's gaming or otherwise, enjoy it, take some time to rest, and have fun before 2020 comes in with a bunch of new things for us to all put in our backlogs and a lot of new JRPGs to enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next upcoming videos and also on this show in the new year. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you played in November and what you plan to play this month. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, and you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at JRPG Jungle. Links to those will be in the description below, and until next time, happy holidays. Thank you. Bye!